Good Monday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith on this snowy, sleety, rainy Monday morning, the precursor to a big storm this week. This is the 14th of December, 2020. We are in winter storm mode. I'm forecaster and meteorologist Robert Smith. Starting off with the temperatures this morning, they're running generally in the 30s to the mid-40s across the northern half of New Jersey and the New York City metropolitan area, and generally in the 50s to the south here, especially right along the coast and in the Delmarva Peninsula as well. Taking a look at the dew point temperatures, they're wet bulbing quite nicely now. They're generally running very close to the air temperatures here, so that we know that the relative humidity values are running quite high this morning. They're generally at about or near 100% in many areas. Let's take a look at the wind speeds this morning. They are all out of the south right now, ahead of the storm system that's coming in for today, the short wave. We'll get into that in just a moment. And let's take a look at some other observations here. Well, it's a rather cloudy morning here, and we can see the streaming of the clouds and the precipitation moving into the northern mid-Atlantic states this morning. There's plenty of cloud cover on the high and mid variety streaming right into our area this morning, and the radar is lighting up. There's lots of precipitation breaking out now across northern New Jersey, the lower Hudson Valley area into Pennsylvania, and the Delmarva as well. Let's take a look at this from a different viewpoint here. Here's our surface chart, which basically shows high pressure over the top of us, and basically this storm system moving in from the southwest today. So the latest Doppler radar out of Mount Holly, New Jersey here is the hydrometeorological determination of the kind of precipitation that's falling across the area. So we have some ice pellets and some slow. Some of this is not reaching the ground yet, but it's building in. And here are our current temperatures here in upstate New York, the lower Hudson Valley area. They're generally running in the 30s into Connecticut and Massachusetts and Rhode Island. They're generally running in the upper 30s to around 43 right now in New York City, Toms River at 41, and Dover, Delaware at 46. Philadelphia is at 43. And with the wet bulbing and the precipitation overhead, this morning temperatures over the last 24 hours have cooled down by about 1 to 10, 15 degrees here across all of the New England states, including the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia I-95 corridor. National low-level water vapor imagery shows our shortwave here across the Tennessee and Carolina coast here, Carolina vicinity here moving northeast, and here's all of that warm air advection and all of this precipitation that is building in across the area as cold air begins to slowly bleed into the area. We've noticed quite a lot of ice pellets and snow being reported here over the Poconos into the Hudson River Valley area. Rain along the coast, but that may transition a little bit further south as we head into later morning and afternoon. Meanwhile, out west, here is our storm system now getting better sampled here over the Colorado Rockies. This is the storm system that is going to provide us with near blizzard conditions, some power outages likely on Wednesday night and Thursday across the region, with very heavy snowfall to the north and west of I-95 and into southern Connecticut, New York State, and the northeastern states. Switching gears, let's do the composite radar here for the national scene right now. Here is our precipitation building in across the region as this area of low pressure across the Tennessee River Valley area begins to pull north and east into and off the mid-Atlantic coast by this afternoon and evening. We're already seeing striations of colder air being brought in. Storm Prediction Center's mesoscale analysis this morning shows us the low pressure area just to the south here of the Tennessee River Valley area, with precipitation streaming on southwesterly winds at 850 millibars to the north and east. If we took off the radar here, here's our cold air. It's bleeding in slowly. Notice the temperature profiles here at the surface are still above freezing from New York City and down through central and southern New Jersey and the Delmarva, but all the cold air now starting to fill in the gap here across interior northern Connecticut, southeastern New York State, the lower Hudson Valley area into the Poconos region and into Pennsylvania, where this is likely all changing over to snow. So for today, there's not much change in the National Weather Service graphics for snowfall here. You're looking around I-80 and north about an inch. And as you head further to the north, 1 to 2 inches here across Sussex County and also 1 to 2 inches here across Warren County, and 2 to 3 inches across the Poconos. Everybody else to the south of this is going to be less than an inch, and of course right along and south of 95 and I-95 here, it's going to be mainly rain. Here the National Weather Service is providing us with the precipitation type here through the afternoon hours. Notice the snow north and west of I-95 may end as some snow too on the back end of this by later tonight, but for the most part, all of the accumulated, we have such warm ground from the air mass that has been over us over the weekend, so most of this is not on lower elevations, probably lower than 500 feet. You're just going to see a coating on trees and wires and things like that, and on the grass, but at higher elevations here near Belvedere, north of Morristown into Sussex County and Mount Pocono, that's where the accumulating snow will reach the ground and stick. Okay, moving into the forecast period here for Wednesday and Thursday. Last night, the National Weather Service offices in Mount Holly had issued a winter storm watch for these counties, all in blue here, and a winter weather advisory for Harrisburg, Lancaster, Reading is in the winter storm warning or winter storm watch area. And it's going to be for Wednesday night, for Wednesday morning into Thursday morning. Let's take a look at the winter storm watch. We did post this earlier this morning. Obviously for Burlington, Delaware, Philadelphia, Wilmington, Newcastle, heavy snow possible on Wednesday into Thursday morning, and there will be snow accumulations in excess of 5 inches. Winds could gust up to 30 miles an hour. Portions of central, northern, and southern New Jersey, Pennsylvania, southeast Pennsylvania, northern Delaware from Wednesday morning into the afternoon. Travel could be difficult. The hazardous conditions will impact the Wednesday evening or Thursday morning commutes, and snow is anticipated to move into the region Wednesday morning. Some areas in the watch may mix with sleet and rain, and there is likely to be a sharp gradient in snow totals depending on precipitation type. So we know this to be true. Then if we go further down here across the area that is largely affected by the heavier snow and the snow banding that we talked about yesterday on the video, this would be for portions of northern and northwestern New Jersey, east central and northeast and southeastern Pennsylvania. Heavy snow accumulations in excess of 12 inches possible with a winter storm watch in effect from Wednesday morning through Thursday morning. Travel very difficult to impossible, and hazardous conditions could impact the Wednesday evening and or Thursday morning commute. Heavy snow could result in power outages as well. I want to quickly pull up the surface observations here where it is snowing across Pocono, Mount Pocono, New Jersey, Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania, and Avoca Scranton too, with temperatures in the 30s this morning. It's cloudy just about everywhere else, and the precipitation is beginning to move in from the south and west, and we can already see this here across southeastern Pennsylvania as well. These are the latest observations here. Light rain here at Atlantic City, also in Caldwell, also in Newark. Right now, moderate rain in Morristown, light rain in Teterboro, and light rain in Westwood. Actually, no, that's KWWD. That is, well, that's the coast. Light rain in Wildwood, New Jersey. Let's start out with the 6C mesoscale model, the HRR, High Resolution Rapid Refresh for the northeastern United States, and take a look at the precipitation here as we make our way through the morning into the afternoon. Notice as the warm air is still in place, so most of this is going to be in the form of rain for many people or wet snowflakes, but the higher elevations, 500 to 1,000 feet here across the Poconos, southeastern New York, interior Connecticut, and New England, here is where to expect the precipitation to be in the form of mainly snow. And then this system here now pulls off the mid-Atlantic coast and then out to sea here. It's not particularly strong, but there's a lot of isentropic lift with this particular event. And then the cold air begins to filter in. Notice the high pressure begins to infiltrate the area across southeastern Canada with these thicknesses at 516, 504. And here comes this is a little bit too far out here in the forecast as we get into Wednesday. Precipitation's not falling just yet at midnight, but in the morning it's going to start to fill in. And if we use the latest NAM model guidance, we can see the same kind of features here moving through the area. The NAM has a little bit more of the snow burst here across northern New Jersey, let's say from 78 north, and then that moves out. And now here comes the cold air and the high pressure over southeastern Canada, as we talked about yesterday, and then the precipitation beginning to move in from the southwest to the northeast in the form of snow and sleet and rain as we approach the afternoon hours on Wednesday. So it slowed up the precipitation shield here just a little bit by a couple of hours, but nevertheless and nonetheless, it's going to get in here on Wednesday afternoon, and it's going to be particularly heavy on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Switch gears here, going to the operational GFS from this morning, and this is with the precipitation coming in to the area this morning in the form, and then out it goes. There comes the cold air. Here comes the precipitation for Wednesday night for Wednesday afternoon into Thursday. Now, initially, even the GFS at like the European model guidance and the NAM model guidance is slowing up the onset of the precipitation now by just a couple of hours, but it's going to start to get into the area by the afternoon on Wednesday from south to north, from southwest to northeast. And there could be some moderate burst of snow with frontogenetic forcing, as we've discussed here, across Pennsylvania and the Virginias and the Maryland area. Rain right along the immediate southeast coast. Now, this looks interesting to me because now the model is sped up a little bit here on the precipitation type and also the changes in the speed of the system as it merges off the Virginia coast and the southern mid-Atlantic area as we head into the overnight hours on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That's where the heaviest snow is going to be falling, and then the storm system slowly departs and everybody changes over to snow. If you were rain along the coast, you change back over to snow. So what does the GFS show in terms of snowfall? Well, for today, the GFS is again showing amounts about an inch or two in spots north and west of 78 here at 80 into the Poconos. Now, here comes the cumulative precipitation as we head into the day on Wednesday and Thursday. It's showing a substantial amount of precipitation here with banding here across southeastern Pennsylvania, as we talked about in the video yesterday. It's showing better than 1.5 feet in areas and near a foot or so, and less than that as you go forward to the north. Now that depends on where the system's center is going to be located. Even still, some of the model guidance coming in this morning still has a variable positioning of the actual 700 millibar, 500 millibar, actually 850 millibar and surface low here. So wherever this banding sets up, that's where the sweet spot's going to be. And of course, the GFS operational right now has it over New York City and along the coast here into New Jersey in the I-78 area near 1 foot to 1.5 feet. And we're going to monitor this. European model guidance has us again for a couple of inches of snow this morning north of 78. And then we add the cumulative snow total from today and then again on Wednesday night and Thursday. It's pretty much in line with the GFS to a degree here, and it's producing better than 1 foot to 1.5 feet in some cases here into the northern areas here where the banding is going to be stronger. It produces better than 2 feet of snow almost. So this is a very difficult traveling day here on Wednesday. It's not going to be an easy go-around for anyone. As the snow begins to pile in during the afternoon and evening hours, the snow is going to come down heavy, probably at the rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some thunder in some of this snowfall, especially on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Take a look at the GFS frontogenetic forcing, 700 millibar temperatures, and frontogenetic forcing in the winds here, all out of the southwest and howling this morning. Here is in the purples here, and that's where the air is stretching, and that's where diffluence and divergence is occurring, the lifting of the atmosphere. That's where the heavier precipitation is going to be. As we head into the day on Wednesday night, and Thursday, there are pockets here, especially during midnight Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Very strong frontogenetic forcing here across all of the Philadelphia I-95 corridor into northern New Jersey, the New York City metropolitan area. The wind is being stretched, the air is being stretched, and this is where snowfall totals could exceed 1 to 2 inches per hour in this particular situation. So as there is definitely a risk of a major winter storm here across the northern mid-Atlantic on Wednesday and Thursday, travel is not advised. So if you need to finish anything up today, you should, because tomorrow will be a calmer day after the light snow and rain exits during this afternoon and evening, and tomorrow is going to be the calm between the storm as we gear up for a major winter storm here, the likes we have not seen since 1992 around this time of the year. When that occurred back in 1992, back in December. In fact, that was December 10th through the 12th. So we're around that zone right now, even though we're a day or two behind. And, well, you need to get out there and get things done and prepare the property and get the Christmas decorations up, your food shopping and what have you. We are in a pandemic, so a lot of people are home right now, but get everything done because we are in for a wallop come Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, and Thursday, especially in the morning. Could be power outages here with strong winds right along the coast, and that has been aforementioned here with strong wind gust and possible blowing and drifting snow in certain areas with this low pressure system on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. And that could provide some power outages for the area too, with the heavy snow on still tree-filled, leaf-filled trees. So we're going to be monitoring this through the afternoon, and we'll be back in video forecast form during the afternoon. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Be safe out there, and we'll see you soon.